Okay, now I'm set. Sorry for the inconvenience earlier. I don't know what was going on. Um, Turning down my volume, getting everything set, and I'm ready to go. So, if you've read the title, it says Glisten and Glow Shopping Spree. That's because I did go a little crazy during the spring when I was purchasing some Glisten and Glow polishes. But I learned some very important things about myself and I wanted to share them with you all. So I'm gonna go ahead and rub in my cuticle oil. Speaking of, I'll let you know what I have on for cuticle oil. I'm wearing Red Eyed Lacquer's Agave and Cactus Flower. I love, love, love this cuticle oil. It does come with a little applicator brush, but I like the push tip. This is the part that gets me, and I love it so much because I have to have multiple layers of moisture and oil on my cuticles, which means twisting the bottom can sometimes be problematic for me, or at the very least, a little challenging. I'll say that. Challenging sounds good. So I really like that. I have the little push bottom and it makes me so happy. I'm sorry, that's like my husband's phone going off in the background because he's not here, but he left it with me. So fun. Hi, how's it going? And I'm sorry, is it Elise, Oli, or how should I pronounce your name? I just want to make sure. But thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. I'm so happy to have your company because I was just about to start throwing a fit. We'll get to that later, but um, what's on my nails is Wanda from Ethereal Lacquer. I was feeling a bit of hollow today, and I was also feeling like I really wanted to wear one of my mysteries because I purchased a lot of mysteries from Ethereal. So I went ahead and grabbed it. Hi, Elise. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm just so happy to see you, and I hope that you'll find some polishes here that you enjoy. Um, so again, that is Ethereal, and this is Wanda on my nails, purchased by me. I didn't get it in a Swatch PR package. So first polish, we're gonna start off slow. Um, I think I purchased these during the spring. The first one is Glisten and Glow, and this is See the Beauty in Every Day. I honestly said it was going to be a blue summer, so I felt like I needed a nice blue cream, and I just really was drawn to this one, but more so, I wanted to have it to wear with one of the other polishes that I was going to be purchasing anyway. Um, I did get it on a 30% off sale. Normally, when there's a 30% off sale or 10% off sale, any sales at Glisten and Glow, I end up getting Glitter Grabber and Top Coat because they are extremely necessary, in my opinion. And when other top coats just aren't doing the job, I can always fall back on Glisten and Glow to make it happen. And I thought that this blue would be fantastic. I actually think it's gorgeous and I really, really want to wear it. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to wear it before fall comes through, but no regrets on that purchase. No regrets whatsoever. So happy that I grabbed it. Thank you. I'm glad that you liked it too, because I'm like, it's just the perfect shade. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's not overpowering bright. Like, I normally go for cobalt blues because cobalt and cerulean are my two favorite shades of blue. So, normally I would go for those. And up next is this beauty I purchased, Inhale the Future. It's from the Inner Peace collection, and I love these like gold metallic flakies in the formula. It reminded me so much of Fiji from Polish, and even though I already have that one, I really wanted to grab this one. I felt like they weren't going to be dupes, and they weren't. So I was totally justified in grabbing it. And at 30% off, really, why wouldn't I? Why would I say no to that? This is two coats on the swatch wheel, and then I'm just topping it off with Glisten and Glow top coat because I enjoy doing matchy matchy with formulas and top coats because I just feel like it's a good idea. Who's going to ever know their formula better than the maker? So I feel like this one is still beautiful. I feel like it would look great on my nails. And now I'm somewhat regretting that I already did my nails because now I want to grab one of these and just slap it on my nails. Luckily, I can go ahead and change my pedicure because it's time. Um, so I thought so too. I thought 30% off, like, why would you pass it up, especially for a brand like Glisten and Glow? And those flakies. Apparently, I have a type when it comes to Crellies, and that is definitely metallic flakies in a Crelly finish. Um, so really excited about that one. And then this one is the one that I bought this whole collection for. And I don't normally purchase whole collections. I just want to put that out there. But these were like four pieces. They were quads, which I felt like my FOMO would kick in at any moment if I didn't purchase them. So I did grab this one after swatching Wintergreen. That's when this madness kicked in. Hey, Christian girl, I am so happy you made it. And for anyone who's watching, Christian girl is one of my favorite people ever. And on her Instagram, check out her Instagram, same screen name and everything. There is some gorgeous nail art for you to enjoy, and there is no reason not to. Inspiration is free. Browse her Instagram, get some ideas generating, and then go create. Um, so, right now, we are looking at Just Breathe. Besides the title being one of my favorite mantras, I loved this color. It's so calming, and it really, oh, thank you. I have to tell what I know. I am like the worst at keeping a secret. So if you ever want to keep your Instagram secret, or you're like, shh, no more people, you'll have to let me know in advance because I'm gonna share. And now I'm gonna just go ahead and top this with some glossy top coat so that you all can see what I saw. And again, these are all two coats on the swatch wheel. I just loved the metallic blue flakies. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I know that I can be antisocial, and there are times when I literally will take a break from social media because I need to recalibrate my balance because imposter syndrome is real. Like when you see all of your friends doing amazing nail art and you're swatching and you're like, I don't have time for nail art, but I really want to do some nail art. It gets to the point where it's like, okay, take a step back, remember who I am and that I'm comfortable there. But I'm glad you're liking the colors so far. I love that this is like a pastel, Oh, thank you. I like being different on most days, and then there's just once in a while where I'm like, why can't I just be like everybody else? And then I remember because being anybody else other than me is too much work. I'm not about to do it. So, I also liked that these were pastel crelly bases, and then you pretty much threw some metallic flakies in them and changed the game. So, next one up is this pretty. Again, I know I don't even like pastels, but I love the pastel base with the metallic flakies. And you're absolutely right, Christian girl. If everybody was the same, there would be no reason to hang out with each other because it would be like, I'm already thinking everything that you're thinking and I already thought it. So, so I did very much love this one. Oh, thank you, Elise. I really appreciate it. I love, love, love nail polish. So it made sense if I was going to do a channel and try to um, reach out and be more part of any community, it would be a nail polish community because I am like slightly introverted at times. And I know that you all probably already know that from the fact that I'm never on camera. But I will talk all day about some nail polish. But I definitely appreciate it. And I think that part of my excitement comes from knowing that you all are excited too, because I'm speaking to people that understand it's nail polish. Nail polish is everything. Well, you know what? I will make an allowance for stationery. I recently got um a little obsessed about stationery, and I think it's because I'm moving out of my minimalistic planner phase, my minimalistic journal phase. So now I'm exploring other mediums for decorating. But I'm sorry, I am just like so I get distracted so easily. Um I feel like their team introvert is its life, because then you know when people who are on team introvert hang out with you, we really mean it. We really just like you. You're that magical factor that makes us not an introvert for a little bit. But this one is called Mindful Meditation. And I feel like I have another polish named Mindful Meditation, but I don't have another polish with these gorgeous purple metallic flakies. Or is that amethyst? I feel like it's almost amethyst. And then again in the gorgeous pastel curly base. And I have it right here on the swatch wheel. I'm very happy today because everything is coming up mostly color accurate, because I've got some warmth from the sun streaming through my window, lending it the right color. So I feel very excited about that. And I probably should use glitter grabber because now I'm seeing a tiny bit of texture, but I think that that's from the swatch wheel more than it is the polish, because flakies generally don't have that much texture, and it's not flaky heavy to the point where it's almost a foil polish either. So moving right along, we've got this beauty. So I feel like every polish in my collection has a beauty. I feel like one time Christian Girl commented on one of my videos that um we as polish collectors will get a new polish and be like, oh, you're my favorite, and then set it up on the shelf and all the other polishers are like, we're all her favorites too. And I feel like that is the truest statement I have ever heard in my life. Because I do. And I don't know. At least I know Christian Girl does it too. Shout it out if y'all do that too. Like I remembered it because it resonated so deeply with me because I'm looking at these and I'm saying they're my favorite and just wait. There's a Lumen collection coming soon that I'll be swatching, so there's going to be a favorite or more in that collection. Glisten and Glow is dropping uh, their fall creams, so that will be more favorites there. And Elise, yay! We're swatching together. I'm sorry. I will try to tone it down, but that is so exciting. It always makes me happy. I was kind of hoping that um, that would be the vibe, is that we would take time out for like lives and then just like swatch our untrieds together and shout out what is looking good to you in your collection, what is just giving you all the right vibes, and like it'll help other nail polish collectors who maybe passed over that collection, or maybe we were not financially in the position to purchase it at the time of release. But basically networking for nail polish is that a thing? But so it doesn't have to be all about me and my polishes. Shout out any of your untrieds that you're swatching right now, that you're looking at, and you're like, oh my gosh, y'all need to see this. You need to Google this, Instagram it, whatever you need to do to see this polish. But this one, I think it's beautiful, but I wasn't absolutely sure about it when I purchased it. This one is Exhale the Past, and mostly I love the flakies. The base, I'm worried, I'm concerned because it may not pop on me, it may not give the realness that I want for the beige, or not the beige, for the base. I love, okay, look. So, Christian girl, we need just a quick sidebar for our whole club. Um, those teals, like, why is it I can go all year not looking for a teal, and then soon as fall strikes, I get teal fever. I need teal flakies. I need teal bases, and then I want them to be slightly dusky. I'm a little sad because I've been looking at um, Zoya every fall, looking for them to come out with a dusky teal, not sage teal, but with just a little bit of gray in it to make it look a little more earthy and, toned down, but still serving up that blue and green. Okay, now I feel like I'm just going off in a tangent. But that's what I obsessively look for every fall. I think it's a good idea. So I'm thinking that I may actually try out that Orly customizing service thing to get the teal that I want. So if I do, I will make a video. I'll let you all know about it. But that's something that I always intend on finding. So this one does look slightly washed out, and I think that's because the sun just went back in, and I'm not even going to sweat it, but I know that the flakies are what are the star for me. And I feel like I don't even know if there's another color that I would like better than this base. But I do worry because I'm like, is that going to look good on me? I don't know. I don't know. So this one might get one Manny out of me, and then it might end up destashed because I don't know, and I don't want to leave it in my collection and never use it. I'm trying to refine my collection. Oh, then I'll check out Bluebird. No problem. I'm actually happy that you shouted it out because if I don't know, I don't know. That's the big thing is if I don't know, I don't know. So always shout it out and I will still check it out. And that's no egress. Which I will definitely check it out. I appreciate it, Elise. And thank you, Christian Girl. You are like my favorite hype person ever because I will look at polish and I'll be like, I don't know if that's going to play well for me. And then I will just like turn it down for no apparent reason other than like fear of whether or not it's gonna look good on me. And that's it's just a reality. It's just a thing. I've accepted that I can be a little shy at times. And then we have another Glisten and Glow, but this was from like a bridal collection, I think, that came out on the in the spring as well, and it has those same metallic flakies, but I think these were all white based. No, not white based. Like a cream colored base and the metallic flakies, which made me ready. This one is called the I Do Crew, and even though I have been married for a while, I still look at these bridal collections and I love them and I live for them and I just want them in my life. So I also really like that it's like almost a peachy copper metallic flaky. I thought that that was so unique. And I feel like it's revealing itself that I definitely have a favorite type of Crelly, and it's the one that has metallic flakies in it. And it doesn't even have to be a mix of colors at this point, it can be just that one color, metallic flaky, and I will love it. I thought so too. I was like, that's really wait, that was like really pretty. So of course, you know I had to have it. And these I did purchase and they were 10% off, which is not as great as 30% off, but I also did not want to take the chance that they disappeared or they were limited edition or I would never see them again except on D-stashes, which some there's D-stashes that are people trying to send their polishes to a good home, and then there are D-stashes for maximum profit. I didn't want to take the chance that the only way I get these is if I found them on a D-stash for maximum profit, because we talked about like in the last live, I'm not going to come out my pocket $30 for a polish. It's highly unlikely. I'll never say never, but I'm telling y'all, like that would take me a couple weeks, maybe a few months to justify it, if anything at all. But the last one was I Do Crew, and this one I feel like this is a pretty rose gold metallic, and I am all about rose golds. I've been obsessed with rose golds since rose gold chrome nail polish came out. So at least Christian Girl is sitting here agreeing with me because like I just I would be measuring the ounces, dividing out the ounces in the bottle compared to the price point, because I would be like, wait a minute, I have to find a way to justify this expense before I do it. I remember when I first started shopping D stashes, I was talking to Sheila of Variety Varnish, and I think it was I'm trying to think. It was a polish for days that I eventually got, but I was obsessed with. Oh, I can't remember it now. I know that it was the orange flaky one. Gosh, and it was PP. Why can't I remember the name? Like, I keep thinking Ryan King, but that was a green sparkly hollow from, I think, Bluebird. Um, no, this one was from Polish for Days. Long live the King, I think it was Long Live the King. And I had told Sheila I missed out on it. We had both missed out on it, and we were both fervent, fervent, forget that word because apparently I can't speak today. But we were both searching the D stashes diligently and found one, and it was like $30. And Sheila told me about it, and I was like, I don't, I think that's a little too rich for my blood. And she was like, same, not doing it. So we'll see. We'll see. If I ever spend upwards of $20 on a bottle of polish, I will let y'all know. It will be breaking news. It'll have to be a short, it'll have to be an announcement on Instagram that I found that mythological polish that was worth it. Um, but this one is called Brides and Bubbly, and I just thought it was so pretty. With those rose gold flakies, there was no way I was going to say no to it. And now I'll just go ahead and apply that top coat really quick so that you all can see it. Right? Like, I feel like, okay, if I break down the math, mainstreams are like $10 a bottle. And then my indies run about $13 a bottle. Usually, that's the average. My KB shimmers are cheaper, and I think, yeah, ethereal is like 12 or 13. So, and so are my coloristic arrows. So, I feel like it's cool. I could do those, but that's almost averaging out to the price of three nail polishes for one, and I can't do it. My brain is like, nope, can't do it. And I just feel like it's so pretty. I feel like both of these are very pretty, but also like the base is so similar that I thought I would be able to use them interchangeably. I don't think so now because this one is way more pink. This one is way more on the copper side. So they will not be interchangeable. I'm glad that I got both of them now because they definitely are not the same polish. There's no dupe there, no dupe detected. And then there is this pretty, if you've watched my channel, if you know me at all, there are a lot of purples in my collection. However, as soon as I see a new one and it's different from all the other purples I've got, in you go, in you go. So this one, again, we've got like that pale, almost whitish gray base, and then purple metallic flakies. So I felt like I needed this one. I wasn't sure that I needed it, but I also felt like I don't want to go back and wait until there's no sale, there's no codes, there's no special way for me to acquire it. So I just went ahead and grabbed it. And this one is called Better Together. And it reminds me of desserts more than it does love. So I am so hungry right now. I think it's the fact that I'm trying to cut back my sugar intake that is making everything remind me of candy and sugary sweets. I feel like it did too. And like in some lighting, it looks like it's white, and then other lighting, it's almost a very pale gray. I don't know if that is because the flakies kind of lend some of their color to the base after they've been suspended in the polish for so long. But I loved it, and I loved it when I first got it. So I don't think that the base has changed. I know that sometimes that does happen, and okay, so it, it's cool. It's cool. We're all friends here. We're all friends here. But I'm always trying to cut back. And then something will happen where I have a little bit of sugar or a little bit of candy, and I'm off the wagon. I'm back on the candy trail. Give me chocolate, give me Sour Patch gummies, whatever, Twizzlers, you name it, I'm ready for it. So I'm trying to make a conscious effort to scale back off of that because I am getting older and I want to own my age, but I don't necessarily want to feel my age, if that makes any sense. So that brings us to the very last one, a Paso. Yeah, because you immediately go to macaroons or sherbet ice cream or just any kind of ice cream and cookies. Like, I'm just, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. This is this is why we're trouble when we get together. See? But this is the last one, and I feel like this is my favorite. And we already established I have a favorite from the other collection. It is my fault. I accept responsibility for it. I'm about to try to eat a salad because I have some spinach in my fridge. Speaking of, so why I was in a mood earlier, y'all, was I went right before I started the live to the kitchen to assess the snack situation. And why was my fridge open? My fridge was open. Like you could see the light. And being that y'all know my spending habits on nail polish, I have not selected a new refrigerator. I know that ours is getting kind of old. And I used to complain about when appliances would break in our house, and my husband was like, "You know how you getting up in age and things don't always work like you expect them to?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Same thing for a house. Same thing for a house." So I'm aware that eventually we're going to have to replace it. I'm just not trying to do it today or tomorrow for that matter. I'm also not trying to cook dinner with food that's spoiled because things that were supposed to be refrigerated were not. So I was literally on the verge of having a BF right as I started the live, and y'all calmed me down so much more now that I can communicate that I have concerns about the safety of our food if the fridge is left open, because it was literally just going to be screaming, growling, and snarling at people because I don't feel like it's something I should have to say. But in all fairness, if you've got kids, you know that they pay attention to what they feel is important. And sometimes checking a refrigerator door is not on the priority list. So deep breaths, deep breaths, and look at the pretties. That is it for my rant. But this one is my favorite from the collection. Was this one the season of weddings? Wow, wedding collection. I had to vent a little bit before I talk to the people that need to be addressed, because otherwise it it doesn't come out making any sense. It's just all unintelligible ire. And that's not what anybody needs. That's not how functional communications happen. Functional communications happen when you speak calmly and use your words, which I am horrible at. If I'm mad about something, I can go straight from being articulate to completely and totally, did she just bark at me? So, but the season of weddings collection, I felt like they were all a must, but this is the one that gets to me such and it's hilarious because I'm when I'm hanging out with you all and I'm talking about nail polish, my voice is calming. I'm having a great time. You can feel the smile in my voice. And then let me get angry. The whole personality changes, the voice changes. It's like Jekyll and Hyde, two totally different personalities. And you're like, how did that even happen? I didn't even see the water boiling before it got that hot. What happened? So I always think it's funny when I'm on the internet and I'm looking at um, people's comments and they're like, are you okay? And I'm always like, you know what? That should be the first question anybody asks me when I get angry. Like, are you okay? So I can be like, no. And they say, you know what? We'll revisit this later. So like this one, I felt like would be a great winter polish. I'm always thinking seasons ahead because I never feel like I have enough polishes for each season. Like this summer, I spent a lot of money on summer polishes because I never feel like I have enough brights. I never feel like I have enough darks for fall. I never feel like I have enough pastels for spring because I don't normally lean into pastels. But for winter, I can usually just go ahead and vibe with my fall colors and but that's the truth. That's the truth of a Christian girl. It's like I'm looking for these mythological shades that they don't exist yet. And I'm like, you know what would be my perfect? So like I think you just give me an idea. I need to do a perfect um shade video. Hey Brent. Oh my god, you made it. You just missed a whole vent session, but you can catch that on replay. Maybe you don't even I don't even need you to see that part of my personality. Just skip over that. But it's good to see you. We were just talking about how I have more polishes than I really need. And I still buy more for. Hi, Katie. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you had time to come and hang out. Like, okay, this one is just magical. It is Bring on the Bling, and I had to purchase it because I felt like I felt like I could wear it for New Year's Eve. I thought like I could also wear it in an icicle nail art mani, or make this a background for a frosty mani. You know what? I felt a lot of inspiration when I saw it. Um, swatched on Jill's live. So if it's still on the site, I didn't even check the site. I should probably do that. Hold on one second. I'll pull up Glisten and Glow. And I'm just pulling up the site to even see if the polishes I'm showing you are still here. Ooh, she's got some other pretty ones. Yep, that was a mistake. I should have never. That was a horrible idea for me to go on the site. Yep, the Season of Weddings collection is still available. And then I'm checking to see if the other ones are also. It's looking like it was a really good idea that I got yeah, I think it was a good idea that I went ahead and grabbed that first one with like the spring colors because I'm not seeing those on the site. Okay, wait, no. I am seeing mindful meditation, just breathe, exhale the past are still on the site. So there are some that are still available on the site if that helps. And I know that the wedding one is still there. So yes, you'll have to see like my whole nonsensical anger fest on replay. I was having a moment. But I felt like since we're all adults, we can always have these conversations about grown up concerns because we're not kids anymore. Like we're trying to recapture some of that joy through polish and for me also stationary stuff and possibly books. But and then adulthood intrudes into your life and says, "Don't forget about this." So I love this one so much, but I was seriously thinking Bring On the Bling would be everything for a New Year's Manny because it's so sparkly. It looks like there are like literally diamonds inside of the Crowley. So that one was a must. The other ones, I really like them, but I wasn't sure as I was about this one. Like I didn't know when I was gonna wear them, but I definitely knew I needed this one in my collection. So these are still available on the Glisten and Glow site. So if you see any of them, you want them, you need them, go ahead and grab them. Hey Stacy! Oh my gosh! I'm so happy that you're here. It is so great to see you all. I wanted to do a live for like Thursday afternoon, but I wasn't there. Like you would have gotten me at half strength, and then I had an epic headache last night. So I was like, I was gonna cancel doing a live for today, but I think I'm gonna start settling in on Thursday evenings or late afternoon on Sundays. That always seems to be a good time for me. And I'm usually calmed down. I've done my workout, I've had something to eat. So you're not getting you're not getting me rushed and you're not getting me like frantic. You're just getting let's enjoy the nail polish together, Manny centric Monica. So um the ones these are all again on Glisten and Glow's website. Snatch them up because the fall collections are going to start coming out soon. And I feel like being part of the Facebook group is my fault. I knew that I could not resist Jill's polishes. And after I swatched Minty Fresh, I became obsessed with these. So they all have top coat on them, but I think I should have used glitter grabber because I feel like the swatch wheel just drains all of the moisture from anything. And I don't want to use another coat of my Glisten and Glow top coat because it's like liquid gold to me. If any of my other top coats fail at creating that glassy, glossy shine, Glisten and Glow comes in clutch and it happens for me. So for anyone just showing up, this beautiful blue is See the Beauty in Every Day. It was from the spring collection of this year. I grabbed it because, hello, I was going to make it a blue summer, and it ended up that I was already ready for it in the spring. And then I grabbed this one because it reminded me of Polish's Fiji with those gorgeous gold flakies scattered throughout the Crelly formula. And then like a light teal shade, but still a little bit of duskiness, but not totally a pastel. This one is Inhale the Future. So oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had to get it. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too dark, it wasn't on any extreme scale of the blue spectrum, but it still was bright and lifted enough that I felt like I could wear it summer or spring. I probably won't take it into fall or winter with me, but we will see it again. And then the reason why I purchased this blue in the first place was to wear it alongside Just Breathe, which is also still available on the site. And I keep saying that because normally when I pick up polishes and I show them on my lives, they're no longer available. And that was why I stopped swatching a lot of my collection. I know for a while, the only thing you'd ever see from me is PR. And that was because the polishes that I purchased for my collection were generally no longer available, which made me feel kind of bad because I didn't want anybody searching for them. But the more I look at Instagram and everything, the more I see that my friends are already on it. They already have these polishes. So I just feel the need to be like, I'm still here buying polish too. Do you have this one? Because I got this one. And we can all totally twin. And you are absolutely right, Stacy. Like, especially, okay, so let me just put these down and take a moment. If y'all don't know Stacy, you need to get to know her on Instagram. She does these gorgeous nail art manis, but she gave them a twist. It's Skittles with nail art, and they are gorgeous. I mean, it's a great way to get extra use out of your collection because we are all still buying polish, even while we're looking at the ones we haven't worn yet. So it's a great way to get your collection used, but also explore color combinations. So definitely check out Stacy's Instagram. It's in parentheses K Zubir Girl. So definitely check her out. I promise you will not regret it. And you can thank me later. Um so that was just me. I had to say it, and I apologize if I'm making you blush or anything. But it's true. Like, her manis are so great that like a whole part of our little nail community on Instagram was like, you know what, we're just gonna nickname it her style of nail art and Skittle combination manis so that everybody can enjoy this inspiration and share how they did it. So I felt like it was very necessary to put that out there in case you all are looking for some inspiration and trying to get through your collection. No, nope, nope. I just can't keep a secret. Christian Girl and I just, yeah, we discussed that earlier in this video. I can't keep a secret. If I like your Instagram and I know your Instagram and I have seen your stuff, I'm gonna blab. I'm gonna blab about it. Because I can't help myself. If this is what I'm looking at and it inspires me and it makes me smile, I gotta share. But I bought Just Breathe because I wanted to wear it with See the Beauty in Every Day. I felt like they would go very nicely together, and I realized that I like it by itself. Blue metallic flakies in acrylic is apparently my type. Metallic flakies, all one color. I know it's kind of boring and not the most exciting combination of things that I could pick, but it just really speaks to me. It seems so simple, but the metallic flakies have their own dimension in that gorgeous curly base. Speaking of gorgeous, we have those purple flakies that we're gonna see them again, but these seem more warm toned because of the gorgeous base here. And this one is mindful meditation. Again, I think I have an Essie by the same name. I think, yeah, I think I got one with the same name. So, Krishna girl, you're on the same page. You totally are feeling it too. And I can't help myself. I felt like they would go well together. So I was like, look, let me not miss out on this. Um, but these are so pretty. I feel like white snowflakes, or we could use or silver snowflakes. I could do silver snowflakes, but it would have to be one of those um very white toned silver polishes because I want to keep with this theme of the magic of winter. Like I don't want a dark gray polish. Yeah, because it would just remind me of what happens to snow after it's plowed. So I'll probably do like the white, silver, or I might try my hand at double stamping. I have looked over and over and over again. I really love how the double stamping effect turns out. And if you're asking which double stamping I'm referring to, the one where you have a very fine line stamp design and you do it in white and then you do it in another color over it, and it's just so pretty. Like it's so classy, and I haven't cracked the code on how to do it without making it just look like a 2-year-old tried to double stamp. Stacy, like it looks so bad. It like changes your whole aesthetic for your landscaping, and like I feel bad because I shovel every winter, and every winter I manage to somehow get into my lawn. And so I shovel up chunks of like dirt and grass, and it looks horrible. And I'm like, can I just hide it? Is there a way to hide it? Can I just like pop some snow over it? And my husband is like, what is wrong with you? It's snow. It's going to melt. And I was like, but for the time being, I have to look at it. And it wouldn't look like that if I had shoveled a straight line. But we'll talk about my inadequacies later. I really like this one, and Christian Girl agreed. Like these teal flakies are life, they are everything. See, so it's not in my mind. It's not in my mind, right? They look awful. And it's like, well, what can you do? There's really nothing you can do. They just stay forever. It feels like those are the ones that are never going to melt. Everything else, gone. Snap your fingers and it's gone. But the teal flakies on this are the ones that make it magical. And this one is exhale the past, which I need to make that a mantra when I'm working out because I be heavy breathing really badly. But I thought this one was really pretty for the flakies, but the base made me nervous. However, Christian Girl, being the bestest hype girl ever, was like, just do it. Just wear it. It's gonna look good. Believe in yourself. Believe in your taste and stuff. The not so magical past. There's, I don't know, like falling snow is magical. Getting like once it sticks and it makes these pretty little designs because you sprinkled salt before and now you've got like little steps of snow on your sidewalk. It's pretty. And then you look out front to your driveway where the street plows have come through and it's like, what is that? But that's just me. It's not even a real pet peeve. It's just an inevitable done. We're not going to use that word either. So fervently and inevitability are all off my list because apparently my tongue can't form those words today. And so we're moving out of this collection. I loved them all. I thought they were so pretty. And this one was from a whole nother collection. But you know I love creams so much that I can't say no, which means I am absolutely anticipating the fall creams season with all types of excitement. Colores de Carol just dropped some fall creams today, and I already have a nail art video. I will post it soon for you all. Trust, I'm going to be completely honest in it. It does. It's just like, what? Why? Why do you have to look like that? Yeah, I'm so happy. Like Stacy and I think Christian Girl too, like those earthy tones and fall colors are just so relaxing, but they're so vivid and beautiful that you still get to enjoy them. And I am all for it. I want the Orly collection. I want the SC collection. I already bought the Zoya collection. And yes, I mean, Glisten and Glow makes some pretty creams. That's like the first thing right off the top. They're gorgeous and they stamp. So it's it's a double whammy of goodness when you can get the polish and it also works for nail art. And if it stamps, then it's definitely going to look good in a reverse stamping mani. You'll be able to dot with it, you'll be able to paint with it, you'll be able to water marble with it. There is just so much that can be done with Glisten and Glow cream, which is why I'm so excited. But speaking of the flakies, they did a whole wedding season collection and I purchased it. Speaking of, in case you guys didn't know, try again. You're fine. You are so fine. Technology is fun, but sometimes it's weird because like you'll be in the middle of trying to watch something, you want to comment on it, and then your keyboard comes up and blocks most of the video. And sometimes when I'm replying to comments, I go through the same thing. And then there are times when I'll go to reply and it will take the comment away so that I can't see it. So now I'm blind replying unless I remember specifically a point from the comment that I wanted to address. So that's always fun, I guess. Are we going to call it fun? We're going to call it challenging. We're going to call it a challenge. Um, but I got this one. I do crew from the season of weddings collection. It was a quad, so I felt like it was well within my price range, especially with 10% off. And I Do Crew has these gorgeous, like peachy copper flakies and in a white base. So I felt like I needed it. I felt like I had to get it. And originally, I thought that it was going to be interchangeable with Brides and Bubbly, but Brides and Bubbly is more of a rose gold pink flaky. So definitely not the same polish. They're not in any way dupeable. They're not no dupes detected. I Do Crew is gorgeous. Like, it reminds me of a little bit of champagne, but also like on the darker end of it. If you're photographing it in darker lighting, it looks almost peachy copper. And I don't know what the name of the flaky is, but it is gorgeous. And I feel like it's fantastic for any occasion, especially if you want that low key nail art look. You just throw a nail sticker or throw a nail decal over it, and you've got a gorgeous background. It's perfect. It looks like you put a lot of time into it and layered it with a topper, but you didn't. And that's just our secret. We're not going to tell anybody. Speaking of, so I got better together because I knew the purple, loving heart inside of me would be incredibly disappointed if I passed up this Crelly with these purple metallic flakies. I just knew that I would regret it instantly. And I feel like Stacy is one of those prime examples of I'll pass up a nail polish and I'll be like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. And then I'll see Stacy swatch it or wear it in a mani and I'm like, holy cow. Why did I not purchase this? See? I'm so happy. Thank you, Christian girl. Thank you for validating my obsessiveness about her Instagram. It makes me hashtag enabler. I feel like our whole team is enabling, and I'm okay with that because we're not enabling each other to do anything bad. Like, it's just nail polish and it's just something to make you feel good. And most people who purchase art have to install it in their house, get a pedestal for it, put it up on a wall. We wear our art. We take our art with us everywhere. It's right on our fingertips. So I feel like it's a good enabling. And this is it on the swatch wheel. I just really loved the sparkle in it. Like right at that angle, you see the sparkle in the flakes, that high point of light on the flakies, and it just does amazing things for me. It makes my eyes so happy. And then that brings us to the last one that I was talking about when a lot of you all made it in. This is going to be my New Year's polish, I think, or winter mani nail art. Bring on the bling. I'm obsessed with it. When I put it on the swatch wheel, I couldn't get enough of it. And I'm almost regretting having done my nails now. Self expression for introverts. Oh, I love it. I am totally here for it, Stacy. Influence me because I love collecting all of the pretties and I'm happy that I was able to show you any at all that you wanted to add to your collection because I know I put out a lot of videos sometimes. So if you're seeing anything that is striking your fancy and makes you happy and your collection is crying out for it, I'm happy to be a part of the process. And oh, I forgot for everybody who just came in, what am I wearing on my nails? I'm wearing Ethereal's Wanda. I was feeling hollows today and I buy a lot of Ethereal mysteries. So I felt the need to go ahead and slap one on my nails. So this is Wanda from Ethereal, and I'm loving it. I already like reds, and it looks like like almost a little bit mixed with raspberry, but definitely red hollow. And I can see the hollow whether I'm in the sunlight or if I'm under just indoor lighting. That makes a whole lot of difference to me in a big way. So that is Wanda, and I think that was from the WandaVision trio, and I had to have it. I was really surprised that there was one in there named Monica, so be looking for that one in the future. I will be wearing it for a video because I am wearing all of my ethereal mysteries right now. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you like it. I like it too. I was just like, whoa, I have to wear this. Why have I not worn this? And then I remembered it's because I'm constantly buying more. And then as soon as I get that new one in, I'm excited about it. It looks slightly coral. Ooh, sorry. I can't help myself. I like corals too. Um, exactly. Like, I mean, it's not too bright, it's not too toned down, it's just right. And I look for those shades a lot because um, if I'm cold, for whatever reason, even my warm tone polishes don't look quite right on me. Oh, thank you. Well, like on my left hand, I don't have as much nail real estate. I don't know what happened. Um, they're not the same. It's okay. I'm not gonna pout about it. And for my cuticle oil that I'm wearing on my nails today, it's agave and cactus flower from Red Eye Lacquer because I like the push tip. I like the push tip because when I'm putting moisturizer on and lotion on, because my cuticles require layers of care, I don't want to have to try to twist the bottom of my cuticle thing. I always have a hard time with it. My hand slips. It won't feed the oil out right. And I just go through a whole thing of frustration. So it has been an hour of me and my nonsense, and I appreciate you all so much for joining. If you enjoy live swatches, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because I do swatch videos as well. I'm going to try to start getting into doing lives more often because I always have such a great time hanging out with everybody. So those will be possibly Thursdays and Sundays. Oh, thank you, Elise. I appreciate you having made the time to come hang out with me. And for anyone who enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a like. Let me know if you have picked up any of these polishes because I would love to hear your thoughts on them. And I think that's it. If I forgot anything, I'm so sorry. I'll, I'll remember it later and then I'll forget it again before I remember that I forgot it. So, as always, I haven't, but I want to now. But thank you all so much for showing up and hanging out. I appreciate you all. As always, take care of yourselves, but also remember to take care of each other. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.